Hello and welcome. This is The Truth About News. I'm your host, Keith Lander, coming to you from Dayton, Ohio, the Gem City. Now, we're going to take a break from the old politics that I used to do on this show, and we're going to get back to that later on. But as I was listening to some music the other day, and a song by the Ohio Players came on, one of my favorite songs is I Want to Be Free. I love that song, you know what I mean? I want to be free. And that drum intro in that song, boy, hey. That dude, James Diamond Williams, played that doggone drums into that intro of that song out of sight. But anyway, I got to thinking. I said, is the Ohio Players in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And come to check, find out that they're not. So here's my effort to try to get the Ohio Players into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now, I came across an article back in November the 6th, 2025. And the article was titled, "The Ohio Players Still Fired Up, Hoping for Introduction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame." And Timothy Cox was the reporter. And he had interviewed James Diamond Williams and also William Billy Beck, which are the only two Ohio players still living. Now, in the article, Beck and Williams, both of them said, they said for 52 years since joining the Ohio Players, William Billy Beck said he believes it's past time that the Ohio Players should be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It should have happened long before several of our guys had passed away. And Beck and Williams both said they appreciate the fact that they are considered the foundation that inspired so many bands from the Dayton area or with ties to Ohio. And those bands include Lakeside, Bootsy Rubber Band, the Dazz Band, Heat Wave, Slave, L.A. Reid and Babyface, Midnight Star, Howard Hewitt, John Legend, Switch, Zapp, Gerald Levert, the OJs, and so many more. Now, on August 17, 2013, the Ohio Players was inducted into the Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame. You know, so as we take a step back and we look at the Ohio Players, how they came to be, you know, they came from a band called the Ohio Untouchables. And from the Ohio Untouchables, they also the Players was a backup band for the Falcons. That was back in 1964. Now, the band originally was assembled by a blues guitarist named Robert Ward, Marshall Rock Jones, who played bass, Clarence Satchel, who played saxophone and guitar, Cornelius Johnson, who played drums, Ralph Pee Wee Middlebrooks played trombone and trumpet, and that was back in the early 60s. And then they relocated to Detroit and was a backup R&B group for the Falcons. And Robert Ward claim to fame was a song titled "I Found the Love." And that was a pretty good song, "I Found the Love." It was covered by many R&B recording artists, "I Found the Love." And okay, so now what happened with that group, Robert Ward, you know, his erratic leadership style led to a fist fight among the group. And the group walked away from Robert Ward and came back to Ohio. And when they got back to Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, that is, they recruited the guitarist and vocalist Leroy Sugarfoot Bonner, and officially rebranded themselves as the Ohio Players in 1967. And they also, in the early 70s, transformed the band by adding keyboard and singer Walter Juni Morrison. And a breakthrough release at that time was Funky Worm in 1973. And then as the years progressed, they were signing with Mercury Records in 1974. And here's a run of some of the songs that hit the Billboard Hot 100. Skin Tight in 1974 hit number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100. Fire in 1974 also reached the number 1 on the Billboard Hot Spot. Honey in 1975 reached number 3 and was a hit, number 1 hit on the R&B hit Sweet Sticky Thing. Also, Love Roller Coaster in 1975 topped the Billboard 100 chart and also got platinum status. And also, my favorite song, I think Sugarfoot has said this was his favorite song, I Want to Be Free. Because he said in one of the concerts, he said, I'll sing this song all night long if I want to, because it's my favorite song. And it was mine too, and I love to hear him play and hear him sing. So, we can't talk about the Players without talking about those album covers. If you don't remember those album covers, I want to refresh your memory on this one. The album covers alone should have got them into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. After these album covers they produced, they didn't need no music after that. Because nobody has ever duplicated album covers like the Ohio Players did. And I'll refresh your memory with these album covers. The first one was Honey back in 1975. That's probably their most famous album cover. And it featured a Panamanian Playboy model, Esther Cardette. And that's the woman you see on the album cover dropping that honey all over her body. Wee. Boy, I tell you what, that was something else. Boy, I look at that cover today, boy, and if it don't bring a smile to your face, something wrong with you. And also, Pain in 1972, and also Skin Tight, and then Ecstasy back in 1973. All these had a notorious featured model named Pat Running Bear Evans. Now, her striking look and her complete bald head and those bikini leather things she wore, boy, boy, you ain't no male if that don't tweak your fantasy. Those were some heck of album covers, and they had on the Fire album cover too. That was pretty something. I tell you what, haven't been no other band that I've seen produce album covers like that. None. And there's no other band that come out with a song and with that voice like Sugarfoot. None. These cats were original. They came out, they called their sound funk. It was the funk sound. And I tell you what, they did it, and they did it the best. And I haven't seen anybody else do it anything like it. Except Parliament Funkadelics got close. Parliament was real close, but I'm biased toward Ohio Players because they're from Dayton, Ohio. And they should be in the Hall of Fame because that band outdid a whole lot of people that's in the Hall of Fame right now who didn't even come close to having any hits like the Ohio Players. And I can name a couple of them. Matter of fact, I'm going to name them. I ain't got nothing against these bands, but they didn't have the hits, didn't have the following like the Ohio Players, and they are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Ohio Players are not. Something wrong with this picture. Listen to the group. The Stooges, they was introduced into the Hall of Fame in 2010, never cracked the Billboard Top 100. The Velvet Underground in 1996, they never had a song on the chart of Billboard 100. The Sex Pistols, they only had one single on the Billboard 100. Rush in 2013, they were inducted. They had a big catalog and a devoted following, but they only had 4 Hot 100 entries, and they were number 21. Black Sabbath, the same. In 2006, they had 0 top 40 hits. And so those bands are in the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but the Ohio Players are not. And there are plenty of R&B artists who is in the Hall of Fame. And just to make some note, because I don't think some of y'all know who these people are, and I looked them up. Ruth Brown, you know, her claim to fame was Teardrops and Mama. He Treats Your Daughter Mean. Those are her two hits she had, and she was inducted in 1993. Let's see, Bill Withers, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2000. And a group called the Moonglows, they were inducted into the Hall of Fame also, over the Ohio Players. So folks, it's time to contact the committee from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and ask those people, why haven't you put the Ohio Players in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? What did the Ohio Players do to you that you keep omitting them from getting into the Hall of Fame? I mean, these groups, even today, they're still playing, and people still pack stadiums, they pack arenas, they come to see the Ohio Players. They played here in Dayton, Ohio, a couple years ago, and I tell you what, it was like the President of the United States, not the current one, when President Obama came to town, there was a sea of people downtown. Boy, those people, they were dancing, they were having fun. The Ohio Players, folks, they put the stink in funk. So this is my tribute to try to get the Ohio Players inducted into the Hall of Fame before the last two members pass away. You know, let at least these two members go to the Hall of Fame and accept the award. Come on, committee. Y'all can do better than this. You only got two left. And I think that's Diamond and Billy Beck. And they're in their 70s, I do believe. So come on now, let's get on with it. Come on, some of these record labels need to start pushing this too. Because these folks from Dayton, Ohio made funk music go all across the world. And this band, they've been to Asia, they've been to Africa, they've been everywhere. And everybody loves that funk music. And so do I. And especially the people here, right here in their hometown in Dayton, Ohio. So without further ado, folks, I'm going to close it right there. And I do have a video from a local artist named DeVille, the good old dude. So I'm going to just play a little clip of him, just give him, so y'all can see what he's doing. He's got a song out on YouTube called Come Together. Interesting lyrics, Come Together. So we're going to play a little bit of that, and you can go to his Facebook page, DeVille, the good old dude. Listen to the lyrics of the song. I like to promote good music, positive music, and this is one of them. And that was one of the things about the Ohio Players. All their music, boy, it was happy music. You got up and danced. When Roller Coaster came on, you started dancing. That's what it's all about. Wasn't no cussing. Wasn't none of that derogatory lyrics about women. Man, you can relate to it. So, I hope you come on board. I hope y'all write or call the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and tell them, put the Ohio Players in the Hall of Fame. What's wrong with y'all? So, all right, without further ado, the next show we may go back to the politics, but we want to take a break from politics because everybody needs a break. You know what I mean? Politics will drive you crazy if you watch that in and day out, all that foolishness going on. So this will give you a break to remind you, bring out some of those old LPs, put the Ohio Players on, get you a bottle of Coke 45 or something like that. Coke 45, y'all know what I'm talking about. Or they still sell that Rose. If you don't know what Rose is, that's that Richard's Wild Irish Rose. And enjoy yourself with whoever you want to cuddle up with. All right, until next time, may God bless you and your family.
As an artist with a controversial gimmick on a mission for world peace in all the neighborhoods that's in it. Just see me as an artist with a controversial gimmick on a mission for world peace in all the neighborhoods that's in it.
Yeah, it's me, DeVille, the good old dude, and my boy Yali. Old school, new school, point. Cause cause and effects. Cuts running deep, think about it day and night. Barely get any sleep. Now I'm doing time and therapy till I get closure. Friends and family out doing what they post up, holding up signs, marching in the streets. Most are total strangers, some are cool white peeps. Now who would have thought? What a surprise!
White folks protested for black lives.
We appreciate it, I ain't used to that. Everybody come together one day at a time to grind and find a kind, a sign to line, a nine, make crime decline, and switch it up a little bit instead of shooting, just talk. Then everybody breathes to see another day. And as far as the drama, it all goes away. Let's go ahead and come together. We're off to a good start. Don't let color make a diff. Just make sure you do your part. Go down in history for building a peaceful bridge. This country be a better spot for all of us to live. That goes to reds and blues. That goes to whites and blacks. Stop killing off each other. Come on and face the facts. Black cops are doing dirt, but we're doing dirt too. Are we being hypocrites? Now be honest, tell the truth.
Pull up to the bank, black hoodie, I ain't robbing it. Really running things, hell nah, we ain't jogging it. Feet on ground for the youth, we ain't stopping it. A black man's win, stop hating, stop knocking it. If it hurt my own people, nah, we ain't shopping it. No TV for me, hell nah, I ain't watching it. We gotta protest, hell nah, we ain't dropping it. Blessings from God, hell nah, we ain't blocking it. What you thought we was about to hop on this track and we're gonna spit that truth? I hear you, Pops, aka Double D, let's get it.
Let's go ahead and come together. We're off to a good start. Don't let color make a diff. Just make sure you do your part. Go down in history for building a peaceful bridge. This country will be a better spot for all of us to live. That goes to reds and blues. That goes to whites and blacks. Stop killing off each other. Come on and face the facts. Back out to doing dirt, but we're doing dirt too. Are we being hypocrites? Now be honest, tell the truth.
This is El Shack, and you know I feel real good. Love is the only solution. Together we're stronger. No drama, no trauma. We want to live in peace, not rest in peace. Two fingers.